Hello. So, as I ended in the last episode, today we are going to be starting off. First thing first, we're going to be fighting the Dungeon Guardian. Sadly, the sun's out, so I have to literally wait for the sun to go all the way down before I can fight him. So I'm going to be sitting here for a little bit. But that's just what we're going to be starting off doing. We're going to start off fighting the Dungeon Guardian. We'll probably explore the dungeon. And if I get to it, we'll either fight the Queen Bee or we'll fight the Wall of Flesh. But fighting the Wall of Flesh might be pushing it all in one episode. I don't know. Alright, I need to place down some torches first, actually, before I do anything. Alright, it is now time. Forget how close. I have to be really close to you. That's the only thing, because he instantly starts damage. Like, he literally just spawns right here. So, I'm gonna take some damage. Okay, there we go. And so the way this boss fight works is actually pretty simple. Do I have any potions on me? Oh well. Fighting without potions, let's go. So basically he does this attack. When he spins like that, it does a lot of damage. Like, I mean, like 2-tap me damage. Like, it's pretty scary. And he just continuously flings his hands at me, which are pretty easy to dodge, actually. And so the whole strategy here is, again, it's very similar to the Eye of Cthulhu. Most of these early game bosses have very similar strategies. Just make sure you have enough room for your player to dodge everything. So that's why I make these platforms. That jump height is so helpful in getting around him like that. So you can destroy the hands. In fact, if you're very, very new to the game, and if this was your if you've never fought this boss before, the most common strategy that most people use is they actually just take out the hands first, because then you just have a giant floating skull to fight, and that's super easy. But I don't have a problem with this boss whatsoever, so I don't bother taking the hands out because it takes too long. And that's the fight. It's literally over that quickly. Anyways, down into the dungeon we go. If I can finish this, because I actually have something I have to go do. So I probably have to stop this recording and start it back up later. If I can finish exploring the entire dungeon, though, I'll be happy. Which, hopefully when we get farther down in here... I'm actually really confused. I thought my dungeon was bugged, because that actually is a bug that happens where your dungeon just doesn't spawn correctly and it just spawns a giant blockage. Or let me rephrase it, it used to be a problem. And then all of a sudden this opened up. Well, that's a new mechanic. I'm just gonna assume that's a brand new mechanic of them having like secret doors that open it, which is really cool. I'm all down for it. It makes the dungeon way... Woo! Oh, that actually breaks when I... Oh, it breaks when I interact with it in certain ways. Okay, that makes a little bit more sense. Oh gosh, I can't see anything. Oh my gosh. The whole place is falling out underneath me. Oh my gosh, this is so... I can't keep up with everything that's going on right now. Okay. Cobalt Shield. Cobalt Shields are really helpful. They basically just completely negate all the knockback damage I take. Yeah, it grants immunity to knockback. So now when I take damage, it won't knock my player left or right from when I take damage. it's super useful, and it's pretty much an item that everybody uses throughout the entire game. Like, I'll probably use the Cobalt Shield until the very end of the game. Okay, I'm fine. Hey, how you doing? You don't have anything useful to me. I don't know why I'm bothering with you right now. Ah! I can't. There's too much happening. This is 10 times harder than the dungeon used to be. Oh my gosh, dude. This is actually, I'm not even kidding. A lot of that is brand new, and it generating that way. The spaces used to be so much tighter. You did not have to maneuver around that much in order to avoid enemies. All right, take 2. This is the only thing with the dungeon though. You have to sit around and just fight enemies though. If you don't know that, you basically have to. You can find some around the place, but for the most part, a lot of your golden keys to unlock all the chests are going to come from fighting enemies. So that's where the dungeon actually gets a little bit boring from time to time, because a lot of the dungeon is just sitting around farming enemies for a long time. Until you get enough golden keys. And once you get enough golden keys, you unlock every chest, and then you have all the loot. But for the most part, it's just it can be boring. Okay. Oh, I need to get this whole place lit up so I can see better, because that's the other tough part to it. Oh goodness, mistakes have been made already. Why is everything breaking? Ah! I also need to snuff out all the water candles that I'm obviously not taking with me. Am I okay? No, I am not okay. The heck? You can sometimes, like I said, sometimes you can find the golden keys in those little vases that I'm breaking, but like I said, for the most part, no. Oh, this is so many enemies. Why are there so many of you? And I'm poisoned. This is... I can't even... Move all these pressure plates. There's another one. Need to snuff out that candle. Oh my gosh. This is too much. This is too much. This is too much. Oh, thank goodness for crowd control weapons. I would be dead if it wasn't for the fact that I had a flail. Honestly, I'm probably not going to even bother looting this whole place because of how long that would take. Because I would have to sit here and just farm enemies for probably hours if I literally wanted to empty this place of loot. But I'm probably not going to do that. I'm going to try and go for a few items. And if I get those few items and I get lucky and I happen to find the chests that have those few items, I'll probably just leave. Because in a majority of situations... Oh, no. Oh, goodness. This whole place is falling apart and it's covered in spikes. Oh, goodness. Okay, this whole place is just falling apart. Oh, good. This is so bad. Grapple, save me. Ah. Okay, we're fine. All right, I have 4 golden keys now. I'm gonna unlock the chest, please. I'm gonna beg and pray that it gives me the items that I want. I already have one of those, sadly. Holy cow, that's a lot of enemies. And the floor is still breaking out from under me. Lovely. Oh, it's still... Bah! I can't even keep up with it. I can't. Everything breaks. I already got a Cobalt Shield. That's the other thing that I wanted. And so now I literally only want a handgun. Because the handgun, if you get the handgun, you can craft it into a Phoenix Blaster. And the Phoenix Blaster is going to be not so much on Expert and Master Mode. On Expert and Master Mode, the Phoenix Blaster isn't as good. But for normal mode like this, the Phoenix Blaster is going to be my preferred way to fight the Wall of Flesh. Please? Yes! She's beautiful. We could go fight the Queen Bee. Actually, I kind of feel like doing that. Let's do that. Hey! It's me from the future. So I'm just going to kind of quickly explain, because otherwise when you're watching this, you won't understand what's going on at all. So long story short, I was like, all right, let's go fight the Queen Bee. So I stopped recording because I knew it was going to take me a long time to find a Queen Bee thing. So it's like a giant hive and whatnot, and you got to break into it. And I knew it would take me a long time to find one of those, and as soon as I found one, I would start recording again. But I knew it would take me forever, so I stopped recording. Well, I couldn't find a Queen Bee thing at all, so I couldn't find a thing to fight her with. So then I was like, hey, let's go to the underworld, and I'll show you guys what the underworld looks like. And I ended up going through a bunch of chests, finding weapons, and I think I even ended up crafting a Phoenix Blaster. And then I looked down, and I still wasn't recording because I never found the Queen Bee boss arena. I never found one, so I never started recording again. So I didn't record any of that. And then when I actually found a Queen Bee thing, right? When I actually found, because after I got done looting the underworld a little bit for some good weapons and whatnot, I was like, all right, I'm gonna go look for another Queen Bee. I'm gonna look for the Queen Bee thing again. And I actually found one. I actually ended up finding a hive. So yeah, I'll just let you see what happened with that. It's easier to gauge where she's coming from, and it makes it a lot easier to dodge everything. So just a little tip there. Well, that's unfortunate. I don't even think I actually recorded that boss fight properly. It was really short. Wasn't that big of a deal anyways, but I got a bee gun. Then it turns out I wasn't recording my screen, and I was only recording my face cam. So point is, I apologize for this video being so short as well as so sporadic. Like, it has like no continuity whatsoever because I didn't record it properly, and that's totally on me, and I want to apologize for that. So anyways, I'm just gonna jump back to the next recording session where I ended up fighting the Wall of Flesh, and anyways, have fun with that too, I guess, because spoiler alert, that didn't go to plan either. So in order to spawn the boss, you do have to kill your guide. So I have these guide voodoo dolls. And so this guide voodoo doll, I'm going to throw it into this pit of lava. It will kill my guide and also spawn the Wall of Flesh. So before we do this, let's go ahead and buff up. I think that's everything I need. And we just throw him in. Well, that's not the side you were supposed to spawn on. He was supposed to spawn on the other side. This is kind of awkward. You weren't supposed... Yeah, he was supposed to spawn on the left side. or on my right side and push me left. And instead he spawned on my left side and is pushing me right. Well, I might die because I don't have my platform to walk on. Woo! Hey, how you doing? Well, his health's already halfway gone. I actually might be okay. Not if I fall into a hole. Oh boy. Get away from me. Let me quick mana buff. Oh my gosh. I need to quick heal. Oh, I can't quick heal for another 30 seconds. Rip. This is mega rip. Let me have that health. I can't grab it. Please just die. Oh, I need to kill one of these leeches and grab health. There we go. Woo! That's not what was supposed to happen at all. That was the exact opposite of what I wanted to happen that entire fight. So, the wall of flesh... Hang on, let me collect the loot before it despawns or something stupid. Alright, I got a ranger emblem. That's not awful. PWN hammer. I'll show you what that's for here in a sec. Alright, so let me walk you through what was supposed to happen there. So as I said earlier, the terrain is what makes this boss fight so freaking hard. And so I might have had this backwards, which is maybe what happened. But I thought like here. So I'm actually slightly left of the center of my world. This is like the center of my world. I'm slightly left of it. Now I could have this backwards, which maybe I do because I haven't played this game in a long time, but I could have sworn he's specifically supposed to spawn on the side to where he will push you in the direction that you have less space, because the wall of flesh was kind of designed to be a bit of an endurance fight. Now, not so much for me, because I'm on normal mode, and I've played this game a lot before, so this normal mode playthrough is not very difficult. This is just to get me back into the game. But he was supposed to be on my right side over here and push me this way so that I had this giant wooden platform to not worry about the unevenness of the terrain. So anyways, that's just how that was supposed to go, not what happened. So to add a little bit more time to this video, I'm going to fight the wall of flesh just 2 more times. Also partially because I kind of want to just farm him for some more items because he drops a lot of good stuff. So I want to see if I can get some better stuff out of him. I forgot, I don't have a guide anymore. I need to go wait for him to respawn. You know what? You know what? Screw it, alright? Thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. I'm just gonna let this crappy video stand as it is. I'm just gonna let it remain as it's been recorded. This will just be my personal record for the shortest video ever, because I didn't even record one of the 2 things that I meant to do in this video. And then one of them didn't even go to plan, and I almost died. So anyways, like I said, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one, where hopefully I won't botch an entire recording by nothing going how it's supposed to.